Job searching in 2024 has been tough, and I don't see it getting any easier in 2025. So if you've been job searching for a while with no luck, you might be unknowingly sabotaging your own chances of securing that next job. So in this video, I'm breaking down 10 common mistakes that you might be making that could be holding you back, and then what to do instead. My name is Sarah Camillo. I'm a certified career coach and a certified resume writer with over 15 years of recruiting experience. Many people talk about what you need to be doing and do this and do that in order to get a job, but instead I'm going to focus on those little things that you need to stop doing. And I've seen this a lot with my clients, that they're doing all the right things and then bam, they make one of these mistakes and it's like taking 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Number 1, stop job searching only on career boards. If you've been doing this for a while now and your strategy is solely looking on LinkedIn or solely looking on Indeed, you're not doing enough. It's just not good enough anymore. Not only do you need to mix up the job boards that you search on, but you also need to look in new places like industry associations, recruiting firms, alumni groups, your local chambers of commerce. They often post a lot of open jobs there. Award-winning lists, and then obviously through your network, right? Your friends, your family friends, your friends of friends, like the list goes on and on. Use your network, use social media to help you secure that next job. Number 2, stop winging it in an interview. I talk to so many people who say, once I get my foot in the door, once I get into that interview, I'm good, I'll get the job. And then a few weeks later or a month later, they're reaching back out to me for some assistance. So if that does work for you, great. I hope that it does. But in some cases, you just need to be proactive. If you haven't interviewed for a while, the strategy has changed, the process has changed, what employers are looking for these days, it's just all changed. So reach out for help, reach out for some guidance with your mentors, friends, family, anybody else you know who can help you. Career coaches, I'm here to help if you want. Make sure you do the right research too. Research the interviewer who you're talking to. Prepare stories that speak their language. Number 3, and this is a big one, stop thinking every job is your dream job. So until you're in the job, or at least learn more about the opportunity, how do you even know it's your dream job? A lot of people put that open job on a pedestal, imagining what they think the job is, and it ends up not being that way anyways. And how do you even know what it is? So then you get extra crushed when you get rejected from the opportunity. So many people do this unknowingly, and not only is it self-sabotaging for your career, but it's also self-sabotaging your mental health. It ends up you go up and then you get crushed. So stop putting those jobs on a pedestal. Treat all of them the same. That'll help you get through this successfully. One other point I want to add on this is I've seen this a lot with my clients where they think they have this dream job, they're going to get it. They start interviewing for it and it's their number 1 job. They really want to get this job. As they start interviewing and talking to more people at the company and learning more about it, sometimes it just slowly drops down and they think they wanted that job, and then at the end they're like, thank God I didn't get it, or they may even withdraw themselves from that position. So you never know until you're actually in the job, or at least get to the offer stage and really have learned a lot about that position, if it is the ideal job for you or not. Number 4, stop putting so much weight on the job title. So sometimes some people don't apply to a job because they think, well, I'm not a senior manager at my current job, but this is a senior manager position. Maybe I'm not quite ready for it. Well, a director level, a manager level, like they all vary across organizations. And keep in mind, no interviewer is ever going to ask you for an org chart. So they're not going to see the different levels that you're at. It's how you speak about your work, your accomplishments, your approach, your strategies, like the accomplishments that you've had. So don't hold yourself back from applying to a job just because the job title doesn't seem right or doesn't feel like you could fit that at your current company, because it might be a completely different experience at another organization. Reach out with any questions about that. I feel like that's another one of those gray areas and some people get confused by it, but ultimately I just don't want you to hold yourself back from applying. Number 5, stop using ChatGPT or another AI tool to write your resume and or cover letter. So you can use those tools for inspiration, or if you get stuck, or to help get you started with a certain point that you're trying to make, but ultimately you need to change that to sound like you and your own communication style. And especially because recruiters are starting to see it more, there's a good chance they might, like there are tools out there to identify if this was written by an AI tool. So you want to avoid that. You want to avoid knocking yourself out of the running before you even talk to anybody. So just be careful with that. Number 6, Stop talking negatively about your current employer in an interview. In interviews, you want to focus on why you're excited about this new opportunity. Don't fall into the trap of talking about why you're looking to leave your current opportunity or talking negatively about your company or your boss or anything like that. It's a trap, and if you do start talking about that, the interviewer may see that as, okay, we don't want to bring this negativity or toxicity to our organization, or they may just think you're looking for any new job versus really being genuinely interested in this new opportunity. Number 7, and I know this one's easier said than done, but stop doubting yourself or thinking that you're not going to be as good as the other candidates in the process. I realize that it's a hit on your confidence when you get rejection after rejection. However, you need to keep in mind that they're bringing you into interview for a reason. They saw something they liked in your resume or your LinkedIn profile, or maybe you met somebody in person and impressed them. So keep that in mind. Ignore that imposter syndrome and bring that confidence to an interview. Really let them know they brought you in for a reason, bringing that unique story and value to the interview. Ultimately, in an interview, you've got to believe in yourself. You've got to be confident in yourself and in your skills and the expertise that you're going to bring to this new organization. Number 8, stop scrolling on your phone at least 10 minutes before your interview. Why? Because it's just a distraction. It's taking you out of your own laser focus that you should be already in the interview. So instead, focus on your response that you're going to give to tell me about yourself or how are you today. Those are usually the beginning questions of every interview, and you want to start off with a bang. Avoid those distractions and just stay focused on your upcoming interview. Number 9, stop bringing your job searching frustration to the interview. Again, I know that's way easier said than done, especially if you've been job searching for a while and you keep getting rejected. However, if you're starting to get kind of jaded or really frustrated, they're going to sense that in an interview, and it's just going to come across like a bad attitude, to be honest. Again, you want to put that aside, focus on the accomplishments in your own unique story that you're bringing to every interview. Sometimes it even helps if you have a certain podcast or a YouTube video or something to inspire you and put you in a good mood, and whether you meditate or whatever you need to do to get into the right mindset that is confident and positive and energetic so that you bring your true, genuine personality to the interview as well. Number 10, stop focusing on the skills that you don't have and focus on what you do have. So, for example, if you're interviewing for a job and they're saying you're going to manage a $10 million budget, but in your experience you've only managed a $1 million budget, whatever that is, that's okay. You've managed a budget. This one's just going to be a little bit bigger. So don't think it's going to hold you back because you haven't managed at least a $10 million budget. Another example is like certain software. If you've used an ERP before, but the one that they use is a little bit different, that's okay. First of all, you don't even have to be an expert in it. And as long as you've worked with another ERP, just say, no, I've never worked with that one, but I've worked with these other two. So it's how you portray it, it's how you share it. Don't take yourself out of the running because you're stuck on that one question that you don't have that exact experience in, or you're not that expert in. That is absolutely okay. Focus on your other accomplishments and everything else that you bring to the table and the experience that you do have. That is all 10 mistakes that you might be making. So even if you're just making one of them, it could be holding you back. Comment below anything that you've learned in this video or any other mistakes you've learned you want to help others. I'd love to hear about that so we can continue to share it and help each other out. If you haven't subscribed, please do, and comment below with any other topics that you'd like me to touch on future videos as well. All right, I'll see you in the next one.